Hello everybody and welcome back to From the Desk of Studio Ultra. Today I'm going to be reviewing yet another Facebank. This time it's the blue dots design. So let's do this. So here I have the packaging, the box for the blue dots Facebank. And it's such a unique idea and design, and such an interesting one to take this Facebank in that direction, to just make it look like this. I don't know. But it's still a really cool design. I love the more Lego-y aspect of it, and it's kind of artistic in its own right. I mean, that's kind of what the Facebanks are. They're their own kind of works of art. And yeah, as you can see, here is the face of it right here. You got the Takara collection logo and the band Presto logo, as well as the Facebank logo right here. A very beautiful, sleek Facebank logo. On top, you have more dots right up here, which is really neat. And finally, on this side, we actually have these little three things right here, which show up on every box, but usually they're not in English, and this time it is. This, of course, is like I got it from Clubit on eBay, and they have like a whole bunch of these. They're even selling like lots of these, just lots of 12. So that's very interesting. But yeah, you can see the bank here, some Taka stuff right there, and pause if you want to read this on the side. On the back, the same exact story, the warning stuff, but finally in English. And at the bottom, just more dots and a barcode. This side is, I feel like, one of the most interesting sides, because it actually tells you about the creator and the origins of the Facebank, which is super, super cool, including a reference to the amazing face clip, which if you're a fan of watching Grand Illusions, the show where Tim Rowett, he's the host, he reviews or kind of just shows off his toy collection from multiple eras. He actually did have an amazing face clip in his leather-based one video, where it was a Facebank face, but it was made out of leather and attached to a clip, like a little clothespin. So that's absolutely really, really cool to see, and this explains it because I had no idea what that was. It was super weird to me. Anyway, I always talk so much when it comes to the packaging, but yeah, this has a lot of great information on it, and I'm glad that I could finally read it. It looks amazing and incredible. But anyway, yeah, I think that's about it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get this out. You can see here are the instructions. I've seen this many times before. Yeah, we got all the stuff right here. Really cool, really neat, very fun. Nothing on the back. Very nice. And boom. Wow, goodness. So there are some differences, not just, of course, because of the dots, but some notable differences in the face, which I think is really, really, really cool. Yeah, oh my goodness, this is absolutely beautiful. I love the way it looks. It actually has this very interesting aspect to it that I will get into it in terms of the detail. As for the rest of though, pretty standard, pretty normal. It's got some band Presto Takara branding here. You got the coin compartment there and the battery compartment, which, might as well go ahead and fill that up. All right, finally have the batteries, and there we go. So yeah, here is the blue dots Facebank. I love the way this looks already. It feels absolutely amazing. Love the textures. And it's a lot more of a different shade of blue than the original blue. So you're not getting the exact same thing, just in case you were wondering. It is different in its own way. And speaking of differences in its own way, first, of course, we got the dots all over it, the very most striking feature and the reason that a lot of people will buy this one. And so yeah, there's that. But there's also a difference in the face, I've noticed. It's a lot, slightly different than the original Facebank face. This eyes are a bit more angled, a bit more droopier or sadder, if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. And I will, even as for a point of reference, he's a little dusty, but I will bring in my other blue Facebank, as you can see right here. First of all, different shades of blue. This one's a lot more lighter. And you can see the eyes are definitely a lot more upright here, a lot more circular, where these are a bit more almond-esque and angled at a way. So yeah, there is a notable difference in more than just the dots, you know. It also has just a different kind of face shape in general, which I think is really, really cool and helps to add more than just, hey, we just molded or sculpted a few dots here and then wow, it looks different. No, they actually went the extra mile, changed the color up a bit, gave it a little bit more different sculpted features, and gave it its own unique, almost like personality in a way. And I really, really love that, and I really respect that, and I'm actually enjoying this a whole lot more than I thought I was. Let's go ahead and bring his unique, also very interestingly textured brother, the brick Facebank, as well, just to put them together, because they usually look great as a pair. And yep, I am not disappointed seeing these two together. They look awesome together. And I think now that I actually look at it, the brick one's eyes are slightly different as well as the face in general. And of course that makes the most sense, because both of these were definitely going to have to get sculpted completely different because of the fact that they have these textures in the first place. And so a lot of the certain facial features did have to become changed throughout the sculpting process, I'm sure, because you can see the eyes are a little different there too, as well as there's like a stronger bridge in the nose area, whereas this is a bit more smoother. So yeah, each one kind of has its own unique personality and not just a simple color change, adding more flavor and variety and personality to the whole Facebank line. But enough being said about how he looks, let's just go ahead and test out how he functions. Alrighty, so you can see the light sensors kind of indent right there beneath these two dots. And I've got a few coins, actually a lot of coins, which is why I needed another Facebank, is because that way I can get more space in there. So let's go ahead and see. Oh wow. Oh, there. So I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like the sensor timing is a lot more faster. Like he pretty much just times out pretty quickly. Or maybe I'm not fast enough. Yeah, that's super, super cool. All right, there you go. You got that face on right now. So he flexes very, very well, especially with the dots on, which is really nice. He also did seem slower, so I'm going to bring in the brick Facebank just to see and test if the time actually is slower or if my brain is getting worse. All right, that was 10 seconds. Let's go for this one. So that was 7 seconds. All right. So can conclude that this is in fact faster, or at least has a shorter time of eating than this one. 7 seconds, 10 seconds. All right. So yeah, that is very interesting and very unique. And yeah, this is overall a very unique Facebank, of course, because quite obviously, if not just from the get-go, we already have this weird Lego texture, but now we've got a lot more shorter amount of eating time, which is very, very interesting. But hey, that just means it'll encourage you to use it a lot more. And use it a lot quicker too. I do think that these eyes actually make him look a bit more frog-like, to be quite honest, which is actually pretty funny, because I think it just adds to its, once again, overall uniqueness in its own little way. But anyway. Give him some more coins here. we go. Yeah, guys, I really think this Facebank is really unique, and I really enjoy its rather different properties and way of acting. I think it really helps differentiate it from the rest of the Facebanks, you know, because when you buy these, it does get a bit redundant, and you feel like you're getting the same thing over and over. But I feel like with the different even eating time, as well as kind of like the slightly different sculpt, I feel like the subtle differences are what make the uniqueness of these Facebanks all the more interesting and fun. And so it kind of is a really neat addition to the collection, and especially if you're like me and you collect one once a year, it helps to you know, not get it all at once, and to experience the uniqueness of these guys one at a time, and really appreciate just how cool these guys can really be. His motor isn't very loud either, so yeah, it's a lot quieter than the window box Takada collection ones. And so it allows for a bit more of an enjoyable eating or / depositing coins experience. And so yeah, overall, in general, I think this is a really cool one, a really neat one. Really cool one just to feed on a rainy day. And yeah, he's just super cool. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below about this Facebank in particular. Do you like him? Do you hate him? Do you hate all of them because they're all weird looking? And they're creepy in every way? Or do you love them because of that exact same reason? Like I said, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if there is any other Facebanks out there that would be worth picking up next year. They are getting harder and harder to find, at least the more unique designs. And one I would really love to find is that one gold bar one. It has some really interesting kind of like corrugated metal type of I guess design / texture on its face, and it would be so cool to find that again. But it kind of disappeared, as well as like the cat one and the nose and mouth one. Like there's like so many different versions of this bank that have kind of just disappeared over time. And yeah, so let me know in the comments below whether you want me to do a different color or try to scout for a unique design out there, because I'm sure one of these days I'll be able to get something like that, because I've heard there's been gray ones, and then there's also like a yellow one as well. But yeah, guys, this was a really fun review. I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy reviewing a Facebank. It's always a good time, and it's been a pivotal part of this channel to review Facebanks. So yeah, guys, I hope you really do enjoy it. I hope that you check out the other Facebank videos if you really like this one. And yeah, guys, I hope you're just overall having an awesome day, and you will see me in the next video. Goodbye.